Hello everyone, it's Miss Carolina with you again. I thought I'll change up the video in a little bit. And instead of making you sit through this long video, I'll just do one or two activity with you so that you don't have to be bored, but you could be fun as well. It's okay, Toby. Toby is here with me because I'm outside in my backyard sitting in my patio furniture. And I'm thinking about the last video and how we talked about something called insect. Do you remember that word? Can you say insect? Yeah, you got it. It starts with the letter I, just like we tried to find in our house. We went on the letter I hunt in our houses last time. I remember doing it in my house. But today I want to concentrate all about insects. Insects are bugs. And last time we kind of talked about how would we know it's an insect. So I went into all of my school things and kind of looked around and I came across this cool book. Now I printed it out because I didn't have the actual book, but it talks about all the insects. So let me read this book to you this time, okay? You might hear a little noise, background noise, because I'm outside, so I hear cars and kids playing around. Our book's title is All About Insects. And on the cover of this book, there's a lot of different pictures of insects that we might see around. All about insects. All right. How do you know if an insect is an insect? How do you know if an animal is an insect? Well, just count the legs. All insects have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All insects have 6 legs. Spiders are not insects because they have 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All insects have 3 body parts. They have a head, thorax, and abdomen. Head, thorax, and abdomen. The exoskeleton is the hard covering on the insect to protect it. So see this hard skeleton, or they call it exoskeleton, which is another cool word, scientific word, is the hard covering on top of the insect to protect it. Insects have 2 antennas. They use them for feeling, tasting, and hearing. So not like humans, we have eyes and ears and mouths, and we can do all those 3 things using our senses. Insects use their antennas to feel, to see, and to taste. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, look at this grasshopper. Also has 2 antennas. Fun fact, some can smell with their antennas too. That is so cool. Awesome. They don't need a nose. All they need is an antenna. Some insects have wings they use to find food and escape from predators. So they escape from other insects or other animals that want to eat them. So they use their wings and they fly away. Fun fact, 90% of the world's animals are insects, which means there is a lot of insects out there. 90% means a lot of insects. Some insects live together in colonies like bees and ants. There's many places, especially for ants, that you're going to see them on the ground. And if you see one ant, very likely you're going to see lots and lots of ants all around. Or bees. Bees also love to live in colonies, in groups. They love to live together. Some form swarms by coming together to eat or find a new home, like loxus. So they go around looking for new homes and looking for food, and they help each other. Pretty cool. Do you see the leaf bug? Can you see the leaf bug over here? Insects use camouflage to look like their environment so they can hide from predators. So they camouflage. That's another scientific cool word, and not an easy word even for me to say. But this insect kind of looks like the leaf. And it does that so when another animal comes, it would have a very hard time to find it, and it wouldn't eat it. So it's for their safety. They camouflage. So no one else would come and eat them. Can you spot the insects? Now this is our last page of the story, and on this page, there's mix of things. There are some insects and just animals. Do you know which ones are the insects? Take a guess. You're right. A bee is an insect. Can you find another one? Yeah. Ant is an insect too. So I was thinking that today we can find our own insects on our very cool graph. Now we have to remember that insects have 3 body parts, just like we have over here. They have 6 legs, 2 antennas. They have exoskeleton, that hard shell on top of them to protect them, and they usually have wings. Now some of them don't, but most of them do. So knowing that, I'm going to turn this around. I've got this ready for us here today. And I was thinking that we can make a graph together. On this side, it says insect. And on that side, it says not an insect. And today, we are going to determine which picture is an insect and which picture is not an insect. So let's take a look. I'm going to bring it a little closer. All right, let's look at the insect side. This is an ant. It's an insect, just like our ant on the other graph. We found out it has 3 body parts and 6 legs. And I know if it has 6 legs, it has to be an insect. Butterfly is also an insect. This insect has wings, 2 antennas, and we can't see the legs because it has the wings all spread out. But it also has 3 body parts. And this is a bee. Bee is an insect as well. It has 3 body parts, wings, 2 antennas, and 6 legs. Now on that side, this side says not an insect. Is fish an insect? No. Fish is not an insect. How about a cat? Well, it has legs, does not have antennas, it has ears, doesn't have wings, and it has a tail. What do you think? Can't be an insect, right? How about a snake? How many legs does a snake have? Huh? 0? Could it be an insect? Nope. That's why it's on this side. It says not an insect. And this side is crossed off. It means not an insect. So I have lots of pictures over here. And I was thinking Can you help me determine if it's an insect or not? Let's do this together. This is a fly. It has wings. It has 6 legs. It has very tiny 2 antennas and 3 body parts. What do you think? Insect or not an insect? Insect or not an insect? Show me. You got it. It's an insect. So we're going to put it right on this side. All right. How about, shouldn't be that tricky. How about this guy? We read it in the story. Not to be fooled. Spiders have many legs like insects do. But do they have 6? Count them and tell me if it's an insect or not an insect. You're right. Spiders are not insects. They do have lots of legs, but they have 8, not 6. So we're going to put it on this side that says not an insect. All right. Let's see this guy over here. Have you ever seen a grasshopper? They love sitting in grass, especially tall grass, and they also love to camouflage because sometimes they do look like that grass. They have 6 legs. They also have wings, exoskeleton, I hope you remember that word, and 2 antennas. What do you think? Insect or not an insect? You got it. A grasshopper is an insect. All right, I've got another cool one. So this little guy loves to live in the dirt, in the soil, in your garden. It's called worm. Do you think it's an insect or not an insect? When I look at it, it kind of reminds me of a snake. What do you think? You got it. It's not an insect. Doesn't have 6 legs. Doesn't have 2 antennas. And it surely does not have 3 body parts. How about this little guy? It's called a ladybug. Now, in our story, I don't know if you remember, but in our story, when we read today, we counted 6 legs on that ladybug. So what do you think? Insect or not an insect? Oops, sorry. What do you think? Yeah, it's an insect. I'm going to put it on this side. All right, how about we take one more, maybe 2 more, we'll see. This is a snail. When I was a little girl, I used to collect them. I would look for them and put them in a special crate I had for them with leaves and grass. I was fascinated by snails. Now it does look like it has something coming out of its head. Are these antennas? Does it have 6 legs? Does it have an exoskeleton? How about wings or 3 body parts? Doesn't look like it. It's probably not an insect. But I'm going to let you guess this next cool picture that I have. I'm going to pick this one. Zebra. Zebra has pattern, black and white stripes that repeat over and over again. Well, I don't see antennas. I see ears. What do you think? Insect or not an insect? What do you think? You are very right. Zebra is not an insect. Boys and girls, I will try to copy a special sheet of paper for you so you can do this activity at home. So you can practice cutting and determining what's an insect and what's not an insect. But before I let you go, I want to show you someone. Hey, you guys, what do you think? I'll turn it around for you so you can take a peek. Today, I sat down in my house and took whatever I had in my drawer of goodies, and I found a cup of Play-Doh and some pipe cleaners. And my niece came over one day and she left behind a couple of rhinestones that she was playing with. So in my head, I thought, well, let's make a bug. Since I know what an insect is, I will make one myself. So I did. I used this little cheat sheet. And that little cheat sheet told me what I needed. And let's start from the top. Build an insect. Insects have head. So I made a head. They have a thorax, and thorax is the middle part. My insect has a middle part. You see it? Maybe if I put it sideways, right here. And they have the abdomen, which is the last part of an insect, right there. It has 6 legs, so I made sure that my insect has 6 legs. So I put 3 on one side and 3 on the other side, and I know 3 and 3 is 6, so it has 6 legs, and then 2 antennas. Well, my little bug has 2 antennas. Now remember, some bugs, like ladybugs or like butterflies, have wings. So I had extra pieces of my pipe cleaners, and I stuck wings to my little bugs. It's a blue-eyed bug or blue-eyed insect, however you want to call it. This is my insect. Today, I challenge you to make your own insect, however you want it. You don't need a Play-Doh. You don't need pipe cleaners. If you have Play-Doh at home, you can make it that way. And you can use sticks from the outside and maybe buttons to use for eyes. If you don't have any of that stuff, how about you draw it, cut it, and glue it together? Be creative. Use whatever you have in your house, okay? Maybe you have a toilet paper roll and you can cut it into 3 pieces to give it 3 body parts. And you can cut up some pieces of paper to make legs and draw some eyes. Be creative. Surprise me and show me your incredible insect. Okay? All right. Now, boys and girls, that's all the time about insects we had today with each other. Right now, I am going to ask you to wait for Miss Lisette's video. And after Miss Lisette's video, I'll show you something a little more, okay? All right.
Hello 124, Miss Lisette is here back again with another video just like I promised, and I always try to keep my promises to you guys. So it is Monday. Happy Monday, boys and girls. Did you have a good week? Yes, maybe. I hope so. Yeah, I continue to miss you guys so much. I am hoping that we can do some rhyming together today, if that's okay. What do you think? Yeah? Okay, so let's get started with Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, that lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see the lamb at school. Let's try that again, and we can try it singing. What do you think? All right. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, that lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, school one day, school one day. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play, laugh and play, laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. All right, boys and girls, clap for yourselves if you already knew that one. And if you didn't, now you can always play this part back whenever you want and you can learn the words yourself. Okay, second one is by a similar animal and it's a sheep. The song is called Baba Black Sheep. Okay, and this one I will sing instead of just rhyming. Okay, it goes like this. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, and one for the boy who lives across the lane. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. All right, you want to try that again with me? All right, just one more time, okay? Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, one for the boy who lives across the lane. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. All right, clap for yourselves again, boys and girls. There you go. Well, that is all for today. Continue to learn, continue to practice your numbers and your letters and your cutting, of course. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to be so great in kindergarten and I can't wait to see it. I will see you guys again, though, in the next video. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Lisette. Now, boys and girls, I wanted to update you because the other time, before we started talking about insects, we have talked for a long time about plants. And we planted, do you remember how we planted seeds that we found around our house? I planted with you, and I wanted to share something. Now, this is my sunflower plant. And just today, I went to water it, and look what happened. I'm getting little plants growing out of my seeds. Those are going to be the sunflowers. Isn't that incredible? I thought it was super cool. All I'm doing is I'm keeping my sunflower seeds on my window that they get a lot of sun. And whenever I see that the soil is dry, I put more water in it. And it grew. It's pretty cool. Now, that's not the only thing. I also planted grass seeds. Remember that? Now look at my grass. It is growing super big. I can't believe it. Now this is the inside. And I don't know if you can see it closely. I know I can. Let me see. If I cover it very well from the... I don't know, you guys. Oh yeah, there you go. See those little lines over here? Those are the roots. So I was excited because it was in a cup. I wonder if I take it out, if it's going to be easier. Because if I plant it in a cup this way, you can see all those roots all around the cup. Those little lines, they look like I drew them, but I didn't. Those are the roots. Super cool. Just take a look. Yeah. Well, I wonder if you have planted and how are your plants doing. Boys and girls, it is all the time we're going to have for our beautiful time with each other. Remember, make your own bug, build it yourself using their body parts, okay? And show it to me. Send me a video, send me a picture. I'll share a little bit of a picture of what I have from some of your friends, okay? Let's take a look. Thank you so much. We only had a few pictures of our friends, but that's okay. I'll be waiting for more maybe this week. Now let's sing our song that we always sing to say goodbye, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday. If I knew you were leaving, I would say goodbye. I would say goodbye. I would say goodbye. If I knew you were leaving, I would say goodbye. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? Bye, friends. Until Wednesday.